Bonjour à tous, merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté ici avec. Selamat pagi semua, terima kasih untuk mendengarkan podcast Leadership 365 dengan saya, Nicky, one and only. Hola a todas, buenos días, gracias por estar aquí hoy e escuchar mi podcast. And this is Leadership 365. Welcome back. Good morning. Thank you for being here with me again. I hope you will enjoy this very episode. It's a special one. All right. This is where leadership is entitled is how you live. All right, guys. All right. So I hope that you stay with us for the next, I'd say, half an hour. Make it really bold and brief. And hopefully this would be an effective episode for you guys. For me, also self-note. It's something that we must talk and continue to talk about and continue to discuss this. The psychology of preparedness, why most people freeze and how you won't. All right, so the question, what would you do if you had 10 seconds to react and your body said nothing? I mean, not fight, not flee, just frozen, just freeze. You know, freeze frame. You know, you just kind of like deer headlight, like a deer with the headlight on. Right. That thing. That split second can be the difference, huge difference between survival and tragedy. So let's talk about it. Okay, this is something that I want to share with you guys, and it's on, I think I share some videos somewhat in my YouTube during training in the past years and things, but I really wanted to, you know, bring this up, revisit this topic and share it with you guys. So I think it's important and very critical, especially now these days with the climate that we live in, you know, everywhere that we go. You know, we're experiencing a lot of different types of just unprecedented and unpredictable, you know, situations. So hopefully this will help all of us. All right, so you're listening to Leadership 365 with the one and only Nicky. Real leadership, real pressure, and real life. Most people think that when danger strikes, they will rise to the occasion. But, you know, science says the opposite. We fall into our level of training. Yeah, I think there is a saying, a very infamous saying in the farms industry. You're always gonna be best when you're training, right? Because you try to improve every day. But when shit hits the fan, you're just half as good as your perfect day in training. So science says the opposite, you know, because when we think about when danger strikes, right, we're all gonna rise to the occasion. I think not. I mean, this is not the case. And for those who haven't trained, freezing becomes the default. It's the brain's way of buffering, basically. But life isn't a video that you can pause. I mean, you have to act on it, right? You gotta have to make a decision. So here's a quote: "You don't rise to the moment, you sink to your mindset." I just came up with that. You don't rise to the moment, you sink to your mindset. All right, I want to share with you this story about this woman. All right, came to one of my training, the SA 365 Situational Awareness Training, basically. So a woman came to one of my SA training after what she had experienced that she shared with us, carjacking. She wasn't weak, she wasn't naive, but when it happened, as she told us and shared us with this very emotional, you know, tragic or incident, she shared with us in the classroom, and she said, "I just froze." And she told me later, "I heard everything, but I just couldn't move, Nicky. I felt like I left my own body. I felt like everything else is just, you know, I just froze. Don't know what to think." So what she experienced was what we call tonic immobility. So what she experienced, what we call, referred to as tonic immobility. It's a hardwired fear response. It is not weakness. It is not by all means cowardice, or it's not anything like that. It's not nothing negative. It's biology, how the body reacts, how the brain reacts. Everybody's different, right? That's when where the training comes in. But here's the truth: biology can be reconditioned, right? And that's where training comes in.